He was the Bulls' beacon of hope, a top draft pick with unlimited potential. But as Patrick Williams faces yet another setback, fans are asking, is this young star's future in jeopardy? Today, we're diving deep into the injury that's shaking Chicago's foundation and what it means for the Bulls' future. Welcome to Chicago Bulls News, your go-to source for the latest updates on the Windy City's favorite team. Today we're diving deep into a story that's been making waves in the Chicago Bulls community, Patrick Williams' latest setback. Patrick Williams, the Bulls' promising young forward, has been a topic of discussion since he was drafted 4th overall in 2020. His combination of size, athleticism, and potential two-way impact had fans and analysts alike dreaming of a bright future for the Florida State product. But as we've seen time and time again in the world of sports, the path to stardom is rarely a straight line. Before we jump into the details of Williams' recent setback, let's take a quick look at his journey so far. If you're new to the channel or need a refresher, don't worry, I've got you covered. Patrick Williams entered the league as one of the youngest players in his draft class, turning heads with his physical tools and glimpses of offensive skill. His rookie season showed promise, with Williams starting all 71 games he played and averaging a respectable 9.2 points and 4.6 rebounds per game. But it was his sophomore campaign where things took a turn. Just 5 games into the 2021-22 season, Williams suffered a severe wrist injury that sidelined him for most of the year. He managed to return for the final 17 games of the regular season and the playoffs, but it was clear that the extended absence had impacted his development. Fast forward to the 2022-23 season, and we saw a healthier Williams playing 65 games. His numbers improved slightly, bumping up to 10.2 points and 4.0 rebounds per game. But for many Bulls fans and NBA observers, the progress wasn't quite as rapid as they'd hoped for a former top 5 pick entering his 3rd year. Now, as we look ahead to the 2023-24 season, Williams finds himself facing yet another obstacle. But before we get into the details of this latest setback, let's hear from some experts on what they expected from Williams this year. According to reports from the Bulls training camp, Patrick Williams has suffered a left foot injury. The team has described it as left foot soreness and has listed him as day-to-day. Now, on the surface, this might not sound too alarming. NBA players deal with soreness and minor injuries all the time, especially during the grind of training camp. But here's where things get concerning. This isn't just a case of general soreness from ramping up activity. The Bulls medical staff has conducted imaging on Williams' foot, and while the results haven't been made public, the fact that they felt the need for advanced diagnostics suggests this could be more than a minor issue. Williams has been held out of full contact practices and scrimmages, instead focusing on individual work and rehabilitation exercises. The team is being cautious, and rightfully so, given Williams' injury history and importance to the team's future plans. But how worried should we really be? Let's break it down. First, let's consider the nature of foot injuries for basketball players. The foot is a complex structure of bones, ligaments, and tendons, all of which are put under immense stress during the typical movements of a basketball game: running, jumping, cutting, and pivoting. Some common foot injuries in basketball players include stress fractures, plantar fasciitis, and ligament sprains. While we don't know the exact nature of Williams' injury, any of these could potentially sideline a player for weeks or even months if not properly addressed. The fact that the Bulls are being tight-lipped about the specifics of the injury is both concerning and understandable. They likely want to gather all the information before making any definitive statements, but this lack of transparency naturally leads to speculation and worry among fans. Now, let's talk about why this setback is particularly concerning for Patrick Williams and the Bulls. Timing: this injury comes at a crucial juncture in Williams' career. He's entering his 4th NBA season, which is typically when young players are expected to make a significant leap. The Bulls have invested a lot in Williams' development, and another setback could seriously hamper his progress. Pattern of injuries. While it's unfair to label a young player as injury-prone, it's hard to ignore that this is now the second significant injury-related setback in Williams' short career. The wrist injury in his sophomore season was a major blow, and now this foot issue raises questions about his durability. Team context. The Bulls are at a crossroads as a franchise. They've assembled a core of Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Nikola Vucevic, but they've struggled to break through in the competitive Eastern Conference. Williams' development into a reliable two-way player is crucial for the team's ceiling and future direction. Contract implications. Williams is eligible for a rookie contract extension after this season. Any prolonged absence or subpar performance due to injury could significantly impact his value and the Bulls' willingness to commit long-term. But let's not get too doom and gloom just yet. There are reasons for optimism amidst this setback. Early detection. The fact that this issue was caught early in training camp is a good sign. It allows the medical staff to address it before the regular season starts, potentially preventing a more severe injury down the line. Team caution. The Bulls' cautious approach shows that they value Williams' long-term health and development. This patient strategy could pay dividends in the future. Williams' work ethic. By all accounts, Patrick Williams is a hard worker who's committed to improving his game. This mentality will serve him well as he works to overcome this latest obstacle. Modern medicine. The advancements in sports medicine and rehabilitation techniques mean that players can often return from injuries stronger than before. With proper care and patience, Williams could use this time to address any underlying issues and come back better than ever. In conclusion, Patrick Williams' foot injury is certainly a cause for concern, but it's not time to hit the panic button just yet. The NBA season is long, and there's still plenty of time for Williams to overcome this setback and fulfill the potential that made him such an exciting prospect. Let's not forget the flashes of brilliance we've seen from Patrick Williams: the explosive dunks, the smooth jumpers, the lockdown defensive possessions. The talent is there. Now it's about staying healthy and putting it all together consistently. As fans and observers, the best thing we can do is remain patient and supportive. The road to NBA stardom is rarely smooth, and setbacks like these are often part of the journey. Who knows? We might look back on this moment as a minor bump in the road on Patrick Williams' path to becoming a star. What do you think? Are you worried about Patrick Williams' latest setback, or do you think he'll bounce back stronger than ever? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update Chicago Bulls news. Until next time, keep balling.